I have to go on mine. No, it's showing.
Okay. It went through okay.
There we
All good,
are.
we're good.
Hey guys, welcome to the Holiday Inn in
Right.
in Iowa.
My
Each-
mic is muted, so you have
Oh,
to do
yeah.
all the talking.
We're gonna have to talk loud into
Okay.
mine, I guess. So Angie Mama Badger here. I got the Badger with me, and we have a special guest.
He's a hog rider.
He's a hog rider.
Look him
So-
up on Instagram. It's I'm a hog rider, right?
Iowa Hog Rider.
Iowa Hog Rider. And you're on YouTube as well, right?
YouTube. Yep.
YouTube as well.
And if you can't hear over there because we're using one mic, please let us know because I'm afraid they can't hear and I want them to hear all this. Oh, Dave's here, man, said we hear fine. So you can hear Brad and Sunny talking. All right. Perfect.
Oh, there's Bell's Rides. Hi,
Hey,
Belle.
guys.
We miss you too.
Miss you guys
iPhone
too.
Tim's in the house.
Oh,
Dave's here, man. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? We are in, where are we at? Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls, and yeah, which is next to Waterloo.
They're one and the same.
Pretty much the same. Okay.
So when you go from one to the other.
Well, so like,
Okay.
I told you we were going to Waterloo, and then you're like, well, I live in that area, and then I'm like, well, we're going to end up in Cedar Falls. I wonder how that's going to work out. So it's good to know that they're one and the same.
Yeah.
We learned something new with this hotel too. So this is a Holiday Inn Suites,
A suite.
and then like next door is a Holiday Inn Express. I learned that because I booked the Holiday Inn Express and came in here and tried to get my room.
Yes. And then, yeah, so we squabbled a little bit because I'm like, wait, you saw the inside of this place. It's freaking awesome. There's,
It's pretty new.
it's new too. So, you can smell it. Like, it's got that new smell. And I'm like, this one's really nice. And then we go to the other one and I was like, yeah,
Smells nice.
not working for me. Let's
Mama
go
Badger
back.
was being all picky tonight.
I was like, hey, I want to do a live and I want to hang and we got some work to do. So we are on day 14 of the World Record Poker Run Tour, but this is our first day in over a week that we've actually left and hit the road again.
Well,
Because we were
yes.
hanging out in Nebraska with the Stevie Foes, and now we're hitting the road so that we can go see you guys.
Finish it up.
Yeah.
So we've got here, then we'll go to Milwaukee, and then to Michigan, and then to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Missouri, and then
Oklahoma.
Warriors, Oklahoma.
We just extended.
We just extended our trip a little bit. We're going to go hit
Yeah.
the Stubborn American Rally too, Adam Sandoval's rally, and it's the last week in September. So we're going to stay an extra week on the road. We'll stay with my sister in Missouri. She's been wanting to see us anyway, so we'll go see her, and we'll hang out there for a week, and then we'll go to and then we're going back to Florida for the winter.
Yeah, at some
Because it
point we
gets
got to
cold
make
up
it back home to Florida
It gets cold
before the weather gets crappy.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, first week of October is pushing it for us. Last time we left Florida before summer, we got snowed on, so I'm hoping to avoid that this trip.
Right. So everybody's invited to come meet up with us as we travel, and this is uncharted territory for us. We've never been to South Dakota. That's why Sunday wanted to do the World Record Poker Run, is to go to Sturgis and do the rally. And so back to Colorado, Nebraska, all this. I mean,
I've been to Iowa before.
you have been Iowa, that's
I
right.
went to Cedar Rapids. Yeah, Toyota has a big training facility there, and I was in Toyota
But you didn't really get to see it,
30 years
and you
ago.
were in a car. So that doesn't count,
Yeah,
right?
here. I remember their strip clubs.
Droop, someone here. He's saying hi.
Yep. DeBeard, what's crapping? What's going on? Man in the machine. As always, telling
I need to, since Bert's on here, I need to tell Amy. Amy's going to join us. She's up in the room doing a Norwex. As you guys know, she does Norwex. And so she's doing a live. And so she'll be down in a little bit. But I should text her and be like, where are your DeBeard?
Oh, she can't. She left it for Josh.
Oh, did she leave it for Josh?
Yes,
She doesn't
Josh
have
is
it?
now in charge of the DeBeard hat.
Well, darn. Okay. I'm going to take you guys.
Keith Hibbert's in the
I want to
house.
see. Oh,
Drew.
don't open up Keith's messages because he got hacked. You guys need to be careful. What? In New Jersey, Whitehall, Pennsylvania, Shoreline, Harley Davidson. Look, I'm not sure what town that is, but I'm gonna take you guys, and hopefully the internet connection stays good. But this is the place. I'll walk slow, so I'm gonna make you guys dizzy. But
Hey, she went
this
away
is
from
where
me,
we're
so
at.
I'm gonna turn my mic on until she gets back. Anyway,
Yeah.
I guess you heard what she said, DeBeard. We will be at that Harley dealership. How was the museum? I don't know. We'll be there Wednesday for lunch and the day for the museum, and then Thursday we've got a meeting with one of our sponsors, and Thursday night is bike night. But it looks like it's gonna rain.
Chance of rain most of the week, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll go to bike night or not.
Are you good? Okay. Make sure our mics. What was that?
He said that if we don't get to do the bike night, they do Harley factory tours, like
Oh.
where they, they buildy.
Oh, cool.
So that would
Very
be
good.
fun.
Go through the engine plant, so they pulled all the engines.
The engine plant.
Cool.
Just a couple of
Buck Champ's in the house. Bells will be there in a few days. How quick is a few days, Bell? We're there in 2 days. 2 or a few?
We'll be there tomorrow night, and then
We'll be there
Wednesday.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Thursday. We'll stay night Thursday night, and then we'll start heading to Michigan Friday
Friday.
morning. Yeah.
To be in Michigan Friday night.
So if you're here around that time, girlfriend,
Let us know. Come see us. Nice that you will be at K River for the Stubborn American Rally. That is the plan right now. I got to find a room. I was literally just talking with Blacktop Devil going, all right, so this is kind of the last minute. What hotels and stuff are around there. Reach out to Adam, see if there's anything he recommends. So
there's
we're
a
working.
casino, and Amy tells us that her
She's
friends
lucky.
like to take her to the casino because she's lucky. So I'm like, okay. She said she wins all this money, but then she keeps going. She needs somebody to stop her. So
So Jerry
I
from
can be that
River
person.
Bluff Baggers will be there. At the Stubborn
awesome.
American. Nancy said it poured rain there today. Wind roads in the house.
Hey. All right.
She said she thinks Friday. Of course.
Breakfast early
Right?
before we take off. All right. So
yeah, Wind Road said at the Badgers, that's Motorcycle Showcase's dealership. Yes.
it is.
That's how we made the connection.
Yep. I reached out. I emailed them, but I need to do a phone call and stuff and talk to them.
Shoreline's in Long Branch. I don't know what that means.
Long Branch is the name of the town.
Okay. That's where it's at.
So, yep, that's where we decided to do that too. So, anybody that's in that area, you guys are all invited. Come hang with us.
Cool. Oh, Keyfob Bob's in the house.
Hey, Doug.
What?
Doug, you need a picture.
The beard said that's close. Awesome. I'm going backwards up here because it like skipped on me. All right, so I think I've caught up. Are you doing a meet and greet tonight? Where's that at? Oh, no, but you're welcome to come to the hotel and hang out with us.
Yeah, that's where we.
Yes.
I think this is where we're at.
Because we were gonna meet him for dinner, and then Angie's like, we really need to be doing lives every day. So we're like, come on over to the hotel.
Well,
And
and
do
then
a
we
live
got a
with
special guest,
Yes.
which we want to know more about. So,
Do you want to? If you'll click your actual mic button, I can click mine,
Okay.
and they can hear him.
all right.
One.
All right.
Are you good?
Oh.
Nope. Click your mic button. Oh. This ain't working.
I'm muting myself.
Turn your volume down.
Okay.
All right. And try this again. All right. How about that?
We're not getting.
Okay.
So-
Can you hear us? Give me a thumbs up. Give me something if you can hear us. Please. Thank you. All right. So, yes, we have a special guest.
Yay!
about the special part.
You're special. So you're from this area
I am
all your life?
born and raised in Wisconsin,
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
so naturally you
From the
have
motherland.
the motherland.
I got you. Awesome. I like that.
But work has taken me to Iowa and Nebraska for 25 years.
I got you. Very cool. And you ride a hog. Two hogs at the same time?
No, but it's always good to have a backup.
Absolutely. I completely agree. You should have 20 backups.
You can never have enough backups.
So what do you ride?
So I have a 1997 Ultra Classic
Okay.
that I've had completely rebuilt and redone and repainted.
Awesome.
Nobody
So
can ever
did you
guess it.
go like factory original, or did you have it custom painted?
A little bit of both. The color is actually the factory color,
Uh-huh.
but then I had a good friend of mine that builds bikes, the big wheels.
Okay.
You know, when you live next to somebody who builds bikes like that,
Sure.
they have a bad influence on you. And so I ended up, I like the kind of the old school chrome. So I did a 21-inch chrome wheel on the front,
Oh, gotcha.
handlebars, seats. You know, kind
So
of
is it a chrome? Is it a chrome wheel? Is it
Yeah.
a mag wheel? What is it?
Yeah,
Chrome. Okay. Cool.
and then that belonged to my brother-in-law, and with his health situation, he couldn't ride anymore. So I was fortunate enough. My wife bought that for me.
Oh, very nice. My wife's never bought me a bike.
So
Get on that. His wife bought him a bike. Did you hear that?
Okay, what's considered buying you a bike?
You go to the dealership, you pick it out, you pay for it, and you give it to me. That's
Is that
buying
what
me a
she
bike.
did?
yeah, so the kind of the
Okay.
way it worked
Well, then
out.
I suck.
We were back home for a weekend, and my brother and sister-in-law, been to their house, Lord knows, thousands of times.
Mhm.
And my brother-in-law knew, I had always had motorcycles growing up.
Right.
So we went over, and if his bike was out, it was not uncommon. I'd jump on it and go for a ride. And so when he was mowing the yard, I'd jump on the bike, I'd go for a ride, I'd come back, and it was odd, his key was in the ignition.
Mm-hmm.
So I parked it, took the key off, threw the key to it, and he kind of threw it back. And I said, well, what are you throwing the key back at me for? It's your bike. He goes, no, it isn't. It's your bike. I turned around, and there's my wife with a big grin on her face. So that was my first Harley.
Very cool. So you still have your first
So
Harley?
I'll never get rid of it. It's the old 80 cubic inch Evo engine
Mhm.
that just
The
has that
bulletproof.
sound
It's
to it.
bulletproof. It sounds like no other bike. Carbureted.
Oh yeah, carbureted. Yep,
All the goodies.
all the goodies.
That's awesome.
I did put air ride suspension on it because I'm fat and old and bald.
Are you still running 5-speed, or
Yeah.
have you?
Still 6. Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. And then last September, I picked up a 2020 electrified standard, which I've completely gone through and
Right.
kind of made it my own, which that was part of the reason I wanted that particular bike. So I have my long ride motorcycle and my bop around town motorcycle
Very cool. Very cool. So how long have you been riding?
since I was about 5.
So just about like I have.
Yeah.
Yep. That's kind of the same time I started too. It's kind of a sickness to have.
It is. I grew up in the farm and back home, and we had motorcycles. And how we ever lived to make it to 10 or 15 is a miracle.
I agree. I did some sketchy shit on some.
Stories.
Well,
Stories.
the one that comes to mind is I was dared to jump a 4-wheeler over a pond. I did not make the full jump. I landed somewhere in the middle of the pond over the handlebars, and just say it was
Evel
interesting
Knievel.
to get it out of the pond after that. So, we had a good time. We did, for sure. So, and you grew up on a farm.
I want to hear
I
his
did too.
stories. What's the one story? What's the-
You got to pick one.
All right, so here's the one that I always laugh about the most, I think. I was the oldest of us cousins. My other cousins were a couple years younger than me. So I was the first one to get a mini bike. And needless to say, they had to have one. And so, we go to Grandma and Grandpa's farm, and we had trails, and we go ripping. And mine was a little XL75 Honda.
Okay.
But my cousin, he got a Kawasaki KZ80. So it was just a little bit faster.
Right.
That was a better ride.
I didn't say it doesn't matter how fast it is, it's how you drive the bike, right? Okay.
So we helped Grandpa. I think we were baling straw that day, and we got done, and it's hot, so we're going to go for a ride. And we come screaming across the field that we've been in all day, and there was one little path for the tractor and wagons to go up along the fence. I couldn't beat him, but I cut him off and I put him in the fence.
There you go.
And so my
It's
cousin
like
hit the
NASCAR.
fence,
Put him on the wall.
went butt over tea kettle into the pasture, caught the fire, cut his arms all up.
Oh,
We weren't worried so much about that. We just didn't want Grandma to catch us when we were trying to put the bike back together in the
Right.
garage. Yeah, we got caught.
yeah. And then the other thing is you don't want to like bring him in bleeding, right? Because that's a pure sign that something went wrong.
Right.
I think that was kind of the dead
so you're
giveaway.
out like out doctoring them up. I've been there, done that.
We were in trouble from the get-go. As soon as the garage door opened, she saw what was laying on the floor and the cuts, and
The bruises,
yeah,
and the stories. I love it.
but it's still a good story.
It is a good story.
It just reminds me of a story when I was little. You were talking about the fence and going over the fence. The fence that's between the yards that has it sticks up. They don't do them anymore because I know too many people got hurt. The wire, the metal that sticks up.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
It wasn't like the nice fancy
Chain link.
Yeah,
There's
chain link fence. Okay. And I'm crawling over the fence, and I literally got my shorts got stuck, and I was hanging. And I had from those, you could see the scars. Sorry.
That'd have been a cooler story if you were jumping a motorcycle over
I
the fence
know.
and got hung up.
This made
I
me
mean,
think.
Well, this is a motorcycle thing.
This is kind of like these visions are.
So Stevie Foe said he just finished up the video about that one bike. Is that the bike that you rode this weekend? Because if so, everybody, when Stevie Foe releases that video, go check it out. It's one of those rare bikes that you just may never get a chance to ride again. So go check that video out. And then I don't know if we're doing it this Friday or not, but watch the Friday free ride and the Fury Friday on Stevie Foe's channel. We're gonna do like a crossover event. That's it. It's a crossover event. You've seen like Batman and Superman get together and crossover.
But a
So-
crossover like no other. Let's just say we got together and
We
had
did some
fun.
videos. That's right. So you guys will want to check that out Friday. I will have a Fury Friday free ride this weekend, and he will have the Fury Friday this Friday.
Yeah.
I just put you on the spot, buddy. You better get to editing.
Right.
I better get to editing. I haven't looked at the footage yet, so never ends. All right, what do we have for comments, dear?
Nance did a full flip on a mini bike.
A full flip on a mini bike?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, we're way behind on comments here, young lady. I may need your help.
Dirt
Maybe
bikes are-
Thursday, not sure.
Sorry
I'm a little
for reading
tipsy.
your comments.
Bell's Rides is having a good time. I love it, girl. Well, if you come in Thursday, look us up. Or even if you're like there late Thursday night, maybe we can meet for breakfast Friday morning or something before we head out. Because we do have people expecting us in Michigan on Friday, or we'd stay later and hang with you.
Marcia said, "Hey guys," and she shared, "Thank you, sweetie."
Stevie Fo said we're leaving at 8 a.m. Yes, just like we left at 8 a.m. this morning.
Well, we wanted to leave town by 10 with errands, and it was 10:35, 10:40, 10:41. I don't know.
Right. Tornado Alley Rider says the hotels aren't great near Key River, but are doable. As long as they're doable, I mean,
We're going to the casino, but the casino's a little far away.
yeah, it's a little bit of a ride, but I mean, it's not like we
I
won't
think
ride
it'd
an
be fun
hour to
the
go do
casino.
something. So we'll probably end up at the casino because I'm not sleeping in a tent.
Yeah,
Those days have passed
I
me.
would, but he will not.
Well, I can drop you in the tent off, and I'll go to the casino.
So DeBeard was asking about Jersey again, and I can tell you for sure, if you want to put it on your calendar, that we will be at Shoreline Harley Davidson at their bike night, which is September 9th, Thursday, September 9th.
There you go. We'll be there Thursday, September 9th. DeBeard. Nancy's laughing at us. Manny the Machine. Tim said you all need him to travel with you to load Miss Stevie's bag on her bike. She has a whole
She has a new
bigger
bike.
bag.
And I think she's got it.
She's got it down. Your training was
Yes.
above and beyond, buddy. Above and beyond. What do we got here? We all be coming back through Virginia anytime on this trip. So we will be hitting the corner of Virginia, but when we leave Jersey, we're headed straight to Missouri. So it literally like corners off West Virginia, actually. So we'll be going through the corner of West Virginia and then down into Missouri. And then we're going to hit the Lake of the Ozarks Bike Fest. It's like 5 days. And then from there, we're going to go stay with my sister in around Springfield, Missouri for a week. And then we're going to go to the Stubborn America rally.
That reminds me, I need to call my friend Samantha back.
Yes, you
She
can do
lives
that
in
later.
Jefferson City, Missouri. See if I can connect with
Moto
her.
Ramblings, what's up? What's up? All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Congrats to Baby Badger for doing the trip. Yes, and she is home. She started college today.
Today was her official day. She got back home. They guys want an update on this. The trailer. So thank goodness as we were taking the trip, the World Record Poker Run trip from Florida to Sturgis, they didn't have any blown tires on the trailer, but they managed to blow out every tire on the trailer from when they left Sturgis to Florida. Every single one of them. But luckily what they did is, well, they just left Spearfish and blew out a tire. And then they would have blown out, 2 more. And they picked up
3.
other John in Alabama. And so
Blew
that he
another
could drive, it's because it's his truck and trailer. So John Price, so that he could drive the truck and trailer to
They probably
Florida
can't hear you
to mom and dad's.
because I've got my speaker on and you don't have yours on.
Well, let
Do
me
you
know
wanna
if you
swap
can't hear
again?
me. And then, so he was driving it when the 4th tire blew out. So my dad was happy because then he knew it wasn't him. So,
Marcia Fitzpatrick said she's working, so she can't stay on, but she will meet us in Wisconsin.
ooh, yay!
And he's all happy.
I know.
She likes it when
I
people are like,
love-
I'll meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, the days of dirt bikes,
More
no
the
helmets.
merrier.
Absolutely. Seems like we all have stories like that.
Just like we told Brad, he's like, well, I was like, he probably doesn't think we want him with us on the live. You're like, oh, we can do later on for drinks or we can do in the morning breakfast. I'm like, Sonny, he doesn't realize that he can come do this with us. We don't care. So it's like, tell him to come join us. So
Stevie Foe said the same thing. Just like Batman and Superman, no difference. I'm Batman, dude. You're wearing the spandex blue and red cape. I'm Batman because black's my color. So there you go. Fly your happy ass over
when the
here.
Badger met Stevie, it was a connection.
It was a connection. Bounce chicka
So you
wow,
could only
wow.
imagine how this last week has been. And then once Stevie had the weekend off, because he's got to work all week, we had a lot of fun. Has anybody ever had Runza?
Thomas
Does
is
anybody
going.
know what Runza is?
Thomas will be
You
here
know
in
what
20
Runza is?
minutes.
They have Runzas in Iowa.
So last night, we've got a video coming out. We bought all of them and set them out on the table and tried all the Runzas.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Don't say any more because I gotta watch the video. 'cause
Okay.
Stevie-
I
There's a
lived
lot
in,
of them.
I lived in York, Nebraska for about 3 years. Our son was actually born in
York?
Nebraska.
York.
we saw the water tower said York on it. I saw that as I was going through.
That one, I thought the same thing when we moved out there.
Uh-huh.
Runza, what was it? Runza?
Yeah.
I thought it gave you the Runzas.
Yeah, that's what we're like. We're seriously
Right.
there's a place called the
Pretty good.
Runza?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. So if you guys don't know what a Runza is, you're gonna have to stay tuned to the Stevie Foes channel. They're putting it on, right?
Yeah.
I think that it's
We're
gonna go
gonna
on
have the
Stevie Foes
behind the
channel.
scenes stuff. I think that you guys.
But we literally tried every Runza they make. So you'll have to check that out. The Florida Badgers try the Nebraska Runzas.
Mhm.
That was another thing. And then you guys stay tuned for the Fury stuff, right? Because they got me to ride a Honda, but not without the proper riding attire.
Yeah. I see Mike Bodine put on here just trying
Stevie
to catch up
Fo,
on.
temps are dumb.
Yeah.
Agreed, buddy.
You guys, like I said, there was a connection between them two. Mike Bodine trying to catch up on watching YouTube. That made me think, Mike Bodine. Hey, girlfriend. Miss Stevie
This
just
is
showed
Amy.
up.
Amy?
Hi.
Iowa Hog Rider.
Just
Iowa
a second,
Mike.
Hog Rider.
Just a second.
And she's from the Stevie Fo channel.
I know.
Okay.
This is Steve.
Yes.
I follow you
Here,
guys.
you want to come share a chair with me? Sure.
Mike Bodine said, hope we're having fun. We are having fun.
Are you live?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
Come on in.
you aren't live?
No, huh?
Yes.
Your hubby's on
So,
here.
Mike
Is he?
and anybody
Yeah.
else, when we go to Lake of the Ozarks, I know Carl Cook was one of our world record poker run riders, and he said I got a 10-bedroom place there at Lake of the Ozarks if anybody is interested. And so if you're watching this and you're going to Lake of the Ozarks and you need a place to stay, then let us know. We'll see how many rooms we got left.
We'll be
and
there.
Hook you up, but we will be there. You got a room there,
I do. Super
Yeah.
excited.
so let me know. Hi.
So,
Aw.
Tornado.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Tornado Alley Rider said, since you're doing Lake of the Ozarks, Bike Blues and Barbecue is the following week in Fayetteville. But I think that doesn't that directly compete with the Adams?
Does
I don't
it?
know. I'd have to look. Is there a weekend in between that? I don't even remember.
My
Guys,
assistant.
everything is
This
like
is my assistant. I'll have her look into it.
Your first job.
Is
oh well, I guess they don't know yet. If
You
they
guys-
haven't seen her Facebook to know that
Yeah.
Probably not.
she's an official employee of the
We put her
Badgers
on
and the Biker
payroll.
Lifestyle. She's on payroll. So she is, if you guys have questions about support bikers, Badgers and the Biker Lifestyle, what's your number?
Did you go through our system?
Well,
Next
it's
thing you know.
555.
So yes, she's traveling with us and helping
Harley
us
said,
out.
are you guys attorneys? We are not.
We're not attorneys, but we're sponsored by attorneys.
Yes.
We have attorneys in different states. And in fact, now that the World Record Poker Run is over with, we are in search for other attorneys in the states to fill in.
I think we
Um,
got 3 new coming on between last week and
We
this
just
week.
signed one, waiting for
Two.
two.
Just signed
and
2, and the third one should be signing this week.
So we'll be bringing on, and I can go ahead and announce. So we're bringing on, from which you guys may have met if you've been to Sturgis, David Schumann. He is with the motorcycle safety attorneys out of Illinois.
Yep.
And then we've got Tom
From Upstate
from Upstate.
Biker Lawyer.
Yep.
So we got a New Yorkian,
Yep.
and then we've got one more that we just need to finish paperwork with, and we'll announce them too.
Yeah.
So-
But this week, because we're
Coming
going
soon.
to Milwaukee, we have the Milwaukee biker attorneys. They cover Wisconsin for us. So if we run into anybody that needs an attorney, if you guys need an attorney out there and you're in Wisconsin, then that's who we know, like, and trust, that we formed a relationship with, that we can refer you guys to.
All right.
So
So Bikers Blues and Barbecue is 9/25. So it's the weekend before.
ah,
I don't
Thank
know
you.
if will we
You
be
just did
back
that
by
her
you
then?
just did your job.
So will we'll even be back by then? I don't even know when we come in. Yeah, we'll be in for the 20th, the 15th through the 20th,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So
Looks
that
like
is
we're doing it.
that's
Where's
a
Jeff
potential
at?
possibility.
You guys gotta go to the cat house. There's the cat house, the switchback bar. Isn't it all in that area? That's in
I don't-
Eureka.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
in
that's
Is that
Eureka
different
Springs.
from Fayetteville?
Yes.
Yes.
Darn. Well, if you're going through there, because I know it's in Arkansas, and the Legend Saloon. Throw that out too.
I don't know who you are, Facebook user, but hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
See how it comes up on the screen and it says it's just you're in our support bikers group, and we want you to stay and stick around. Just if you go in the description,
Thanks, Mike.
you can you'll actually click, there's a little link in the description, and that when you go to our live there, click on that link, and it's going to allow you access so that you can show up with your name on there, unless you don't want your name on there, which is fine. But if you comment, just type your name in after or something, then we'll know.
Did you guys say something about Lorenzo?
Yes.
His house feels very empty. Oh, baby.
I'll give her a hug for you.
I love you, honey.
Who's hugging him? He's the one that feels alone. She's
I
got
won't know
company.
hugging him. The dogs are hugging him.
Oh, my cousin's on here. Hey, Carrie.
Who was wearing spandex?
Yeah.
Oh, you missed the whole.
Next.
So I said something about us doing like a crossover video,
Oh,
and that I was Batman, and we were like Batman and Superman.
Mhm.
And so your husband's like, yeah, exactly like Batman and Superman. So I'm like, you're Superman because you're wearing the blue spandex and the red cape, and I'm Batman because I wear black.
Just wait, guys. It was super fun. Shenanigans with them.
Yeah. Shenanigans. Hashtag crackheads.
All I know is that if that
Which is, by the way, because Amy got me this, she got this for me for my birthday. And yes, put hashtag crackheads on the bottom of my Badger World Record Poker.
I'm totally thinking we deserve a new sponsor from our video we did yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
We'll
And
keep
just
you.
remember, that was my first push getting a new sponsor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because that was mine.
Okay.
The article of clothing. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you kind of gave that away, didn't you?
We told him that you left your DeBeard hat with Stevie.
Oh, yeah, I did. You want to know why? Just kidding. It's because Stevie wanted to wear it.
Tornado Alley Rider says he's staying in Eureka for BBB. I guess that would be the other thing. We'd even have to see if we can find a room for the BBB.
Well, how far away is that from? Is that a
Probably an
bug
hour
that
and a
just hit me?
half. Probably an hour and a half
I saw
from,
nothing.
from Monette.
Saw
I'm still
nothing.
having from riding here. All the bugs and butterflies that I was hitting. What? He's
Probably
looking
an
at me all
hour and a half.
pissy at me.
Well, because you asked me a question, I went to answer you, and you
Oh,
just went
that's
off to
so-
left
This
field.
is normal, guys. Tornado Alley Riders. Guess I lost Stevie sticker when everyone was handing stickers in Tulsa. Well,
It was
just
like a tornado hit,
send
huh?
send us your address and we'll send you some stickers. Right, Josh? Can you get on that, Stevie?
All right.
Where were you asking me? In Fayetteville? I don't know how far away that is from family.
We've moved
So
on.
we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we've moved on.
Okay.
All right,
Moving on.
moving on. What's next?
Mr. G,
Oh,
965, we said thumbs up, catch y'all later. Hi,
We have-
bye.
We have.
Ah.
That's not it. Dang it. Anyway, the gentleman that reached out to us, he's on his way.
Oh, okay. There's where we're
I
at.
thought this was the gentleman that reached out to you. Brad.
Yes.
He's
There's
one
somebody
of them.
else.
There's
but-
somebody
Oh,
else coming.
okay. We're going to have more people.
They heard
Don't
you.
tell people.
Nobody in our room, okay? No room numbers.
They,
Our room number is.
and her phone number is.
Boss said not
Yeah,
to give it out.
They heard you were coming, so everybody's like, "We got to
Yeah.
meet Miss Stevie,"
Right.
and so they're all on their
That's
way.
it.
Yes.
That's it, guys. We're going to lock the doors after 501 show up. No, actually, it's got to be 3 because it's my favorite number. Well, not 3 people, but 300.
Our
See ya,
max
Mr. G.
capacity is here. That'd be funny.
Right.
Harley
Be
Girl
like,
said, "Thanks
"What
for
are you
answering
offering?"
our question."
No.
Stevie Foe said, "No." No to what?
That means. No to what?
Yeah.
Sending stickers from the home front?
Stacy Perez, hello. Don't feel bad. I spent an entire day with the Badgers and was even told to ask for a sticker. I forgot to, so didn't get one. Drew, buddy, private message us your address and we will send you one. Or 2 even.
Or I can send them out.
Right. Private message
okay.
Amy your
I got
address.
mom at home to do that stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
look,
She's got stickers. I think I brought them all
we
with
got
me.
we got Miss Blacktop Devil in the
Hey,
house.
girlfriend.
We got to see her this last week too. Or she
That's
got to
fun.
see us.
All of us.
She got to stay
she
with
got,
us.
she got to see us.
At the Stevies.
All right. What else?
He's drinking that cherry
I
Coke.
know.
It's cherry Pepsi. That's why.
I had lemonade.
So you keep thinking it's Coke, and your mind's messing
You
with you.
got some lemonade?
No. All right. What else you gotta cover? Because we're gonna try to do. Did you tell them they're gonna try to do this every night?
I don't know if we said that or not.
Okay. So guys,
Did we say that, Brian?
Mama Badger. Okay. Mama Badger has decided that we're gonna try to do this every night at 7:30.
What time? 7:30.
7:30.
Okay.
Or 8 or 7.
Stop wherever we're
or,
at, whatever we're doing. We
Right.
need to come.
And I may
That's
or
right.
may not be on with you because I'm also running a Norwex party this
Every-
week.
Is that every night?
Tomorrow
7:30?
night we're doing a live bingo.
Oh, Motor Ramblings didn't get a sticker.
But it's
Send us
okay.
your address, buddy. Wind Road. I had to go to
How
VAM
did
to get.
Patrick not get one? Spending BAM with them.
I don't know. Wind Road Therapy had to go to VAM to get one.
Yes. That's true. And then I had to meet her in St. Petersburg to get her shirt and
So-
mug.
So if you guys like see us, we have world record poker run stickers with us too
Oh yeah.
that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
They're exclusive.
Only
So
here.
you should
Yeah.
come and
Yeah.
knock on our
That's in the
door.
back.
Yeah.
And then we have our Badger Nation stickers, which we're about out of.
Yeah. We're about out of
Really?
that. We're
Yeah.
through 1,000.
Oh.
Yeah, we went through 1,000 pretty fast, guys.
This is
So
what they're doing on the
Yeah.
bike.
going down the highway, making it rain.
Which about happened. I had the trunk part. What is that called? Not a trunk. John, I'm calling your bag in the back of trunk. What is that?
I can't think of
A
what
tour
the
pack.
A tour
pack.
pack.
There we go.
You can
It's
tell
two letters.
you can tell she's a bagger rider.
I'm learning.
Hey, honey,
We should do this every
It's-
night. 7:30
it's
to
the
8:30.
large purse.
But yeah,
Yeah, you have a purse on each side and then the big purse in
big
the
person
back.
in the
Do
back.
you guys call it that too when you're riding with that stuff? 'Cause
I don't ride
Stevie
with that
wouldn't.
stuff.
I call it a merce for them.
Right. Yeah. See, I don't ride with that stuff.
So you can
But-
call it a purse.
Yes.
Hear that, babe?
Yep.
Purse.
You got purses, Stevie.
Hey, hand the computer over to let him type in your Instagram and your YouTube and stuff so that people can put it in. They can find you.
Okay, hang on just a second. I got to finish
Steve
my
says you should do it every night from 7:30 to 8:30.
There's not a whole lot in there.
the Badgers.
Because that
Yes.
works for him. Right?
I
babe?
traded a
That
map.
would be, well, what time would that be? Eastern or where are we at? Are we Eastern?
We're Central.
We're
Central.
Central
We
now?
better
Yes.
see Central. I just did a live at 7:30 Central.
Okay. We're Central now, guys. So that's gonna be Central.
You don't hit Eastern until you get into Indiana.
So that's gonna okay. So we're doing Central time.
Well,
Sunny?
for now, till we get to the
For
East
now,
Coast, and
yeah.
then it's going to go to East Coast time.
Are we doing it that way?
I'm not smart enough to try to
Probably-
manage that.
Probably so.
Yes.
Wherever we're at, if it's 7:30, we're going live.
Yes. Good luck trying to figure out where just trying to make this
Best
easy.
bet is just to pop on at 6:30 and just stay on until 9:30.
Pretty
was I
sure I
saying?
heard someone talking about putting the purse things on someone's fat boy. Yeah, I was hoping you would loan me your purses so I could mount them on my fat boy.
So
All right.
the point, what I was saying was,
Here we go.
It had stickers. We stopped at the
Right.
hotel and stickers
Type
were
your-
like peeking
You about littered the road
down
with
the highway.
stickers.
That was in Wyoming. We Lester just
Yeah, and it was
Everywhere
really
you
windy
went.
there. It was horrible windy.
Yeah. I'm surprised we
surprised.
did. Would have been like Tornado Alley. We would have had like stickers
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Stickers for everyone.
And Baby Badger, if you're watching this, you better be glad you were not on that road with us. Holy cow.
It was something else. But you would like these roads, sis.
Yeah, the roads we're on now. You would love. We were talking about that.
All right.
We turned on going the back way. So when we did the World Record Poker Run, that's not ideal for us to hit the highway and run the highway. It's more ideal for us to take the back roads. So it's more enjoyable.
Stevie told me I should have just took the king.
Steve, I think they're really missing you.
That
Hon.
vibrates the heck out of
So
That's all I heard.
Mama Badger
Maybe
did
Maybe
ride.
you should have came.
She rode the king last night, and she's like, "This thing vibrates a lot."
It does.
If that's the shake of the Harley.
Shake,
That's
shake of the
awesome.
Harley.
I love
To go
it.
from a
Mine doesn't
97
do
to
that.
2020.
No, mine doesn't do that.
Oh, those
But
are
you
like
wasn't talking
those are like
difference.
universal worlds apart from
Oh,
each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be
All
able
right,
to ride a
guys.
bike
So
without
this
the
is our special guest here. Go to Instagram, go to his YouTube, subscribe, and what is it? It's follow on Instagram. There's too many things. There's like, there's follow, there's be a friend. There's, I mean, it's insane just to
do
try
it
to
all.
keep the lingo. Yeah, go over there and hit all the buttons.
There's not a whole
Click
lot
them
on
all.
there right now. So it's,
Swipe right, left,
Yep. Who knows? If you
donate.
push the right button, you may get a date. I mean, you just never know what's going to happen on.
Hey, iPhone Tim, Dad, is Mom on?
Harley girls, you're a blast. Okay. I was going to say
I
something.
can't wait to meet you,
and
which I thought
forgot.
we were. That
Oh,
you
are
coming
these-
from Canada.
Are these the guys?
Hi.
Hey, we got
Come
more
on
people.
up.
I don't want to interrupt.
You're
Oh,
not
you're
interrupting.
Come and
Want
introduce
me to move?
yourself.
Yes. Come on over. There you go. Yeah, come around this side.
All right. Get all my stuff out of the
All right,
way.
guys. So you're meeting them at the same time we're
We're
meeting.
meeting. So come on in and introduce
So come on
yourself.
in. All right. So what's your name?
Thomas Hartog.
Thomas. Sonny. Nice to meet you. And you're?
My wife Lisa.
Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Sonny, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Angie.
Hi,
Amy.
Nice to
I
meet you.
miss Stevie.
So you guys must live close.
Yeah, I actually work up the road about 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I live in Cedar Falls.
Do you know Iowa Hog Rider?
No, I do not.
There you
Well,
go. A new
nice
person
to meet
to
you.
follow.
I think I've seen the handle a few times.
have you?
Yeah.
So
I
anyway,
just
you
started.
guys are like really close to each other. So
Cool.
I love it.
I know we had to get her in.
Yes.
I don't need to be in it.
She's
Sure
like,
you do.
she's like, I'm good.
Here. Here it is.
So you guys live close here.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give you the 50 questions I gave him. So
answer.
you ride Harley?
Yes,
you
I
ride
do.
A Honda? What do you ride? Okay, Harley.
2020 limited.
2020 limited. Nice. How long have you ridden?
Since I was about 10 years old.
10 years old. So I'm 5 years old. He's 5 years old. You're 10 years old.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm the old guy in the group.
I got you. I got you. Fantastic. So what was your first ever bike? I didn't
Huh?
ask you that one.
Honda CT70.
A Honda CT7.
And do I wish I had that bike back?
So we were just sharing stories of sketchy stuff earlier.
Oh,
So I was talking about I tried to jump a pond on a four-wheeler and did not make it, but about halfway through the pond. He told me that he wrecked was it your
My
cousin?
cousin, yeah.
His cousin into the fence because Rubbin's racing. So
Yep.
do you have any sketchy stories from a little dirt bike back in the day?
a little bit. Yeah, I tried to jump the creek that ran through our acreage.
Okay, all right. You weren't successful?
No.
That was
I did. That was my Evil Knievel Snake River jump attempt,
all right, all right.
and it was not pretty.
Isn't it funny? We get like a little motor between our legs and we're like invincible.
Yes.
Well,
We can fly.
our brain thoughts don't work so
You
well.
forgot the
But you
part
know
where
the
you're a
worst
boy.
Yeah.
To me, the worst part is I go back home now, and I can remember being on my little mini bike, and the police would chase me through the ditch because you couldn't ride in the ditches.
Yeah.
Of course, in the wintertime, you could ride a snowmobile in the ditch, and that was perfectly fine. Now I thought, that's not fair. Now I go back home, you've got four-wheelers, ATVs, side-by-sides, all running up and down the road and in the ditch, and it's perfectly legal. And I'm thinking, I got the short end of the stick.
Right?
Oh, I agree.
We were always trying to outrun the cops because we were running the back country roads
Oh, yeah.
and doing the ditches and down the highway to cross the highway. And
I could tell a story about that. We lived right on the edge of town. And my neighbor's farm was right on the edge of town. He had the same bike I had. So we had paths and we had a little ramp. We could jump the fence and we were cruising through town to the ballpark to meet our friends. Apparently the young police officer on duty at the time didn't think that was a good idea. So he started chasing us. So we thought we'd be smart. We cut through the alleys. We get back. We had our little spot. We jumped the fence back into the cornfield. We're sneaking back home thinking, didn't get caught. I'm pretty sure looking back, he had a pretty good idea who it was because there's only 2 red mini bikes.
I'm sure you knew exactly who it was.
So the sheriffs would never mess with us, but the state patrol would come through town every once in a while and they were not keen on us riding our dirt bikes and mopeds on the roads. So, there was like 10 of us generally, so we all just scattered and let him pick which one he was chasing.
Yeah. We did that a few times, trust me.
Okay, I'm looking at 81st Sturgis Raleigh. So
Yes.
you went.
Yes.
All right.
Had
What do you think of this year?
it was busy. There was a lot of people there this year.
Yeah.
I saw a thing, and I don't seemed low to me, but I saw a count of like 535,000.
The last one I saw was 525,000, and I think that's low too.
Yeah, I mean, from just being there, I was like, that seems
Because
that
talking
seems low.
to the locals,
Uh-huh.
they thought it was going to beat the 75th,
Yeah.
and I'm going, no. That's when I stayed away from because I thought it would be too many people, which I now wish I would have gone.
Right.
But it actually was manageable out there. So I would say they were probably around 600,000. They're probably somewhat close.
I got you. I always wondered how they figured that.
They do it. I think they were, from what I saw, they were doing the traffic count.
Okay.
They were doing the rubber strips to go, across
Yeah,
the
but
road.
people are going to go over those multiple
Yeah.
times. So how do you get an accurate count? Any
Well,
ideas?
I think the other thing I've heard is they weigh the amount of waste
Yeah.
that they haul out. So
Yeah.
they know based on how much weight, approximately how many people. So it's traffic counts, it's the waste weights, it's
Interesting.
a couple of things.
I'd love to know all the. And now I've got to figure it out. Does anybody out there know? If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know who to call to find out, because I want to know how they do that now.
Okay.
I mean,
We
seriously,
got an assistant. Hey.
you're in charge of that. Find
I
out
wasn't
how they
taking
measure
notes, she was
traffic
making
count.
me laugh. I'm on it, guys. Really, I'm on it.
One thing Tom and I did notice while we were out there this year, there was way more cars.
There were a lot of cars. There were.
I think because nobody was traveling abroad, everybody wanted to go to South Dakota.
There was a
Yeah.
lot of side by sides. There were a lot of golf carts.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to where we were in the chip twice, and there was a ton of side by sides and golf carts and stuff like that. So
we actually took a day. Another friend of mine arranged it. We rented side by sides down in Custer, and
how was that?
a huge blast.
I bet.
I mean, because out there you can drive them down the road,
Yeah.
Right.
and nobody, back home, like I said, we talk stories about riding, dirt bikes down the road and cops chase us. Cops don't even pay attention to those guys out there. But they had like 4,000 miles of trails back in the hills.
Really?
So
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. So does
We were
this
running.
does the structure of Sturgis start to change with all of, well, even like the Pan America that Harley's coming out with? So now you can ride all the cool rides, but then you can go ride all the trails and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord,
So,
I know where this
Does
is
that
going.
change the dynamic of
Okay.
like Sturgis? Because people are going to go to do both now versus just
You want
the
to be
normal
America.
rides.
I don't know. I think that's something that we're gonna figure out in the next few years.
There was a couple of interesting videos I saw today. Traveling Tall and Ryan Erlacher.
Oh, from
Bob
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 Biker.
Biker, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Posted their
he rode
videos.
one for 2 days.
Charlie brought them out, specifically put them on Pan Americans along with
Right.
Blockhead, and I think there was another
Uh-huh.
riders. It was really interesting because the same conversation came up in their videos
Mhm.
about how does this change the dynamic of Sturgis.
Well, if I'd have known they did videos, I wouldn't have thought of it. I'd have just watched their videos.
Yeah,
So what did they think?
I haven't watched his video yet.
Okay,
I
I haven't
did.
seen any of them.
That's what
So
we're watching tonight.
They both really
Found
felt
chicken
like
wire.
the Pan America is a fantastic motorcycle. The reviews, everything that they went through and broke it down.
We had one on the World Record Poker Run. John Price did the World Record Poker Run on his Pan America.
Yeah, they really were very positive on the bike and how it handled and just the functionality and everything you can do with it. But they both felt like it was going to be a game changer, bring a different dynamic to the Sturgis event. And there are so many wonderful miles that you can ride.
Well, you think about people that have went for years. You've probably went quite a few times,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So at some point, when you're like, well, I've kind of done it all and been there.
Right.
Whereas this changes that, where you can, okay, now I can take my bike there and I can go on all these other places or a different angle on all these places, I think that there might be something there.
We took a longer vacation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we could do more.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll change the dynamics very much. I think it will a little bit,
It's going to be a long time.
but it's going
Right.
to take a long. Because literally, I go out there for the writing.
Right.
That's the week of the year I live for. 50 of the other 1 weeks don't matter to me. You know, I live going out there and riding the hills. I mean, we rode every road that we could
Hell,
ride
we
twice.
We rode needles 3 times.
I knew this
3
was coming.
times.
We rode.
Looking
Knew
for the
this was
faces.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because somebody told us that the faces were on needles. They're
No,
not.
they're on Iron
They're on Iron
Mountain.
Mountain.
Yeah.
But after 3
Where were
times,
you?
we figured that out too.
Yeah.
But she's like, you just keep looking at them rocks. The faces are there.
Through
And
the
then-
tunnel.
So we went all the way.
Hi,
And
Terry.
then she's like, well, we're just going the wrong way. So we turned around and came all the way back through. Yep. We found them eventually.
Yeah.
We found them. It was through a tunnel too. I was
It
right
was.
on that.
It's tunnel one.
Yes. See? Yep. See?
Yeah.
Faces. Tunnel.
That-
Not on
that's-
wheels.
Right.
We rode that twice. I think we did spearfish 3 times.
Probably
but-
would have been able.
Yeah,
to
we
do
were
it.
down Iron Mountain 2 or 3 times, but
Yeah.
instead we did needles 3 times.
That's the one
Next
thing that I
time.
really love about YouTube, though. I made it last year for my very first time, and I think I might have got to half of the places I had on my list.
Really.
Wanted to go this year.
Mm-hmm.
Health didn't let me do that this year, but being connected and getting to know more and more YouTubers and the videos I put out let me kind of live vicariously through
Right.
all of the videos, and it was a blast. This
Well,
year, more people than I've ever seen were doing live streams, which was really neat.
It was hard for me to keep up because when we got out there, we go ride every day. And I lost track of how the poker run was doing. I knew you guys ended up there. And, but I followed several of them, including you guys, and I lost kind of track of it because I was out riding all the time.
Well, we
going to
didn't do
concerts.
anything during the poker run except try to survive. We were so busy. We were so busy trying to manage the poker run that we didn't do much posting at all. Fortunately, everybody else was, but we were. Yeah, it was insane. It was a crazy
Should have
trip,
hired me
It was-
then.
right?
Then I could have been doing a diary, putting it together for you guys because
Yeah.
trust me.
But you were
We got
tired,
lots
too.
of video
Oh, I
footage.
almost
quit
Just
after the
we
first
still have
day.
to edit it, put it out. So for all of you watching, October 2nd, 3rd,
Yes.
what date? I think it's October 2nd
No,
or
that
3rd.
was
No,
no, you're getting your dates wrong.
my dates are wrong. It's been a long month, people.
It's going to be the 6th.
The 6th, October 6th, we're starting a documentary mini-series on the World Record Poker Run.
Yeah.
So every Wednesday, we will release a new video from the very beginning.
Go
So
into
we'll
the
sit
very
down
beginning
and tell you guys, how the thought process worked, what we did first, how we did it, kind of all the way through to the very end. So hopefully you guys will get kind of an insight to the entire year.
And we don't
of
want it to
us
just
putting
be
it
our
together.
stuff too. As we get into the days, we want to bring in other people's videos and photos and stuff so you can see where they were coming from on their ride as well.
So look for that, guys. We're going to start working on that eventually.
It's hard to travel. It's hard to be on the road like this and work at the same time. Just got to make it happen.
But that's
I've
why
noticed
these lights
lately
are nice.
you're also starting to see a lot more videos of co-creators working together,
Oh
which
yeah.
is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoy those. Everything you guys have been doing the last how many days, and even on the way out.
Yeah.
But
It's
so many of
been
the
fun.
others get to Sturgis and they finally have a chance to meet in person, and then they
Right.
start to do something. I think it's great.
It is.
It's
Well,
really fantastic.
To us, that's the best part of all of it. I mean, the videos are great, the writing's great, but when we get to meet, you, and
Are you guys doing
and
YouTube
Miss
too?
Stevie.
No.
No. I got too many. I got too many I'm following right now.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
so?
Uh-huh.
You're what?
She's seamstress.
Oh, really? That's good to know.
Do you own your own business?
Yeah.
She's got her own
Oh,
business, guys. Are you
So-
on supportbikers.com?
No. Should I be?
Yes.
Okay.
Get your free business
Get your
listing
free
on there.
business listing.
Yeah.
It's all
supportbikers.com.
about-
All right.
We'll hook you up.
it's a place where bikers can go find biker-owned businesses and support them. So that's what we created it for. So yes,
We'll get you
please
hooked
go
up with
get
the
on there.
Okay.
Having an ADV bike does open up so many more miles of riding. Yes, I agree. Got to ride the Tail of the Dragon this year. We rode it twice with Baby Badger.
That's an area to go to and ride.
I'm gonna go next year.
Yeah. You need to. It's
Speaking of dirt roads, so
Well, it's
we
in the
ride
city.
all over the country and we use Google Maps. And today, so I turn highways off because I like to see the back roads. So today, it put us on the highway out here for like 60 miles and then it had us go off. And then it's like, go up a mile and take a left. Dirt road. I'm like, hang on. What's going on
we're
here?
not talking dirt,
So-
we're talking gravel. You guys
Gravel.
like the gravel here, right?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
And
In
so
Iowa.
then I'm like, all right. So it rerouted us to the next gravel road. And I'm like, all right, we're going
I'm
back
like
on
one
the
more
highway.
gravel road, and I
Taking it.
think
You don't want to be on the gravel road.
Yeah.
No, we did not take the gravel roads.
No.
So today we did a little more highway than we like to because all you guys have is gravel roads.
The gravel road. So where do you
Well, they're
guys-
either gravel or unapproved roads, which means they're just mud.
Oh,
Low
Definitely
maintenance.
So
don't
Yeah.
then where do you guys get to ride around here? I mean, what?
Well, as you get a little
Wait,
farther
you
north
get to
and
know who
east,
they are.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
we-
north and
you
east.
get along the Mississippi River,
I
you
was
hit
just gonna say that, we've done that.
you hit what they
Yeah.
call the driftless region. And so tens of thousands of years ago is when the glaciers came through, and that's why you get to Nebraska and parts of Iowa it's so flat, it's because of glaciers. Well, when you hit that part of the country, there was no glaciers, so you really get into the hills. And it's beautiful scenery right along the Mississippi.
Isn't there like a
and
historic
south.
route too? by
So I brought my
Mississippi?
map. You can take it with you, but there are preferred roads
Yep.
mapped out by Harley that take you from northeast Iowa into Wisconsin, northern Illinois. There's
Yeah,
Cool.
Iowa's got some great county roads. We do a lot of back roads
Mhm.
in Iowa. In fact, we went this past week and we went up to Backbone State Park
Sure.
in Strawberry Point and took all the back roads. Never got on Highway 20 at all. And especially you go into Wisconsin. Wisconsin's got some beautiful roads.
Yeah.
They're
We're
well
looking-
maintained.
We're looking forward to some of those
You
roads.
guys have a lot of Harley dealerships around here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got one here in town.
Yeah.
Silver Eagle.
Oh, there is one here in
Yep.
town too? Hey, maybe we can go get a poker chip
Yeah, need to get your book.
before we leave.
So in Wisconsin, they have the rustic roads. You'll see, like states have like park signs, state park. They have what they call RR, and then they have the number, the rustic roads. When you see one of those, you don't
Okay.
pass it up.
They're usually a back road. They're usually nice,
I got you.
pretty
Yeah.
curvy.
But if you actually look it up online, it'll tell you where they all are in
They all
Wisconsin.
are?
Oh, cool.
Okay, did you guys hear that? If you're in Iowa, look up
Harley Downers
Rustic
Rides
Roads.
is here. What's up,
They're in
guys?
Wisconsin.
I saw
Oh,
something
that's in
here.
Wisconsin.
Oh, bye, iPhone Tim. We'll see you.
Bye, Dad.
Mike Bodine, Lori is awesome for coming up with support bikers. All right, Mike. So Lori came up with Biker Down. So check her out, bikerdown.org. She was our charity. Support Bikers is actually our thing. And that is a website built for bikers to list themselves for free so that you can meet up. Like if you were both on there and you're in town and you just want somebody to ride with, you could literally go, who's in my area? And they'll pull them up and you message them through our website and say, hey, you want to take a ride? And so that's kind of the whole ultimate goal. Or when you pull into town and don't know anybody or anything, then you can reach out to somebody that's local and say, hey guys, where do I ride? Where do I eat? That type of stuff. Small businesses. So when you pull into town, you don't go to the to the Olive Gardens and the Walmarts of the world. You can find great local businesses to spend your money with and support. So, and then of course, moto vloggers. Anybody that's any kind of moto vlogger, Instagrammer,
I think I looked
Facebooker,
up, we had like
TikToker,
121 moto vloggers on there.
Really?
or if you're
Yeah.
looking,
Yeah.
That's good.
if
Yeah.
you're looking for someone new to watch because you're tired of us, then go to Support Bikers and check out all of those people on there. So, guys, it's a resource. We built it for you. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and it's a great resource. So please use it. All right, continuing on. awful quiet.
We got
Talk
to
people.
meet Dave Searman, and did you meet Dave Searman? Did you get to meet Dave in Cheyenne at Frontier?
I think so.
Harley Davidson?
Frontier.
Not Frontier.
That's Lincoln. That's Nebraska. That's mine.
All right, so
High Country Harley Davidson.
That's all right.
I'm
Ron-
trying to keep track of everything.
Ron Rose wants to know if you're planning any more big rides. Honey.
Am I planning? Am I? Me
I mean,
personally?
the poker one wasn't a big enough one for you.
All right, Ron. Here's all I can tell you is we've been getting a lot of requests for another ride. We've had a few ideas. All this stuff takes a lot of planning, and so we don't know whether we will or won't.
When you
at
hear
this
Mama
point.
Badger announce it and say we're doing it,
Then we're doing
then we're doing it. So
So
we'll have it ready and prepared, and you guys will know all the details. And
right,
So stay tuned.
just
so
stay tuned. That's the best I got for now, guys.
Right now,
We haven't even made it home. We haven't made it home from this one
Yeah.
yet.
So Debbie, Granny Ma Badger, literally just today was her first day back at work for us, and we still have like the prizes to get mailed out because if you guys saw that, when we were at the Buffalo Chip, we were on the stage trying to do our prizes and our announcements, and it was like quick because they wanted us to lead that parade. So I mean, I still got prizes. She's got prizes to get mailed out.
Yep.
We got everybody's pictures of them pulling their poker cards. And so I want to get those published and out there for everybody to see. Plus, we've got to turn in all the stuff to Guinness Book of World Records. So we're collecting all that data and getting it organized.
So yes, although the ride has
Still going
ended,
for us.
for us it's not over.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have a ton of stuff that has to be turned in and has to be done on the backside. I mean, it took us a year to do an 8-day ride, and now it's going to take us another 2-3 months to wrap all that up, get everything to Guinness, and then I'm sure Guinness is going to come back and go, we want this or we want this. So that's probably going to be a 6-month process.
I was gonna say, how long do you think it'll take when you get all that stuff?
So I figure 6 months. It could be sooner, but they've told us what they originally want, right? But here's how I feel like it'll go. Here's all the stuff you requested. Oh, well, we would like to see this.
Mhm.
Okay, but they don't respond immediately. So for me to send them an email is 2 weeks. So by the time they get it, they look at it for a month and a half, 6 weeks. Then I get, well, we want this. So then I give them that, and then we're another 6 weeks. And so I would love to say that, guys, this is going to be a super easy process. It just isn't.
It's
I
just
know
our
it's not.
experience with them hasn't been, so I don't
No.
know why we would expect anything different
I
when we go
mean,
to.
I literally wanted to have an official there, offered to pay the money,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get them. They said, we'll get back to you, and that was how it was left. So I'm not confident that it's going to be a quick and easy thing to do.
But thank you, Mike Bodine. He's like, you all did well with the World Record Poker Run.
Thank
Well,
you.
you take an event that you do and you've got, feedback and you look at what you did and what you want to do and how things would change. And I've said this before, that was such a rush. And since we were in charge of it and he was writer number 1 and I was writer number 2 and Desi was writer number 3. And that's why we had 7 of us together because we needed 7 people to finish the run. So you'll see all 7 of us start at the beginning and we finished at the end. So we all needed to run this route. So it's a lot. Like there was a lot of, we were trying to do everything. So I want it to be more relaxing. I want it to be not so many miles in a day. And
if we
so
do
there's
another
things-
ride, when we've talked about it, we would change a few things.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be another world record for sure.
no, I
It
can
would-
tell you that for sure. It is
It
not
would just
another
be
world
it would
record.
just be like an epic poker run that would create a bunch of memories. It would probably be 300 miles a day or so that we would have plenty of time to take pictures and all that kind of fun stuff and hang out and talk and meet at the end of the day. So yes, we've talked all about it, guys. We know what we would change if we changed, if we were to do it again.
Well, it was a learning experience. You hadn't done it before, so you had,
Well, so the biggest challenge is nobody'd ever done it
Yeah,
before.
I
So
get
it's not like
I
we
would have
could.
picked up that phone and called
Right.
whoever. And
It's
be
not
like,
like
hey.
we could look
Got
at
any
somebody else and go, okay,
tips?
this is what they did, and here's what I would do different. We literally were like blazing our own trail. So did things go wrong? Yes. Did things go right? Absolutely. A lot of people had a blast. I had a lot of people at the end say, I don't care what your next one is, I'm in. So, that
Yeah,
made us
feels
feel
good.
pretty good.
Thank you. Guys.
So, for the most part, everything has been super positive from everybody. And we really appreciate that.
Low desert rider.
What?
Next time, strip poker.
Well, it sure looked from what the videos I did see, from either you guys or from other people, looked like everybody was having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could have
We've
participated, but I
only
couldn't take that
had-
much time off of
We
work.
only had one couple come to us and complain and give us a whole laundry list of stuff, but they're the only ones that have come out and really said anything. So
Yep.
I mean, I think we've
Well, I think everybody,
pretty good.
I don't think everybody expected perfection. Thank you. Because we're not perfect. And like I said, we had no roadmap. So we were literally just, okay, this should work. And then the problem is there's no way to test it, right? There's no way to pre-run it and
Right.
say, oh, well, this is going to work, or this isn't going to work. It was just a go for it type of thing. So it was interesting.
Well, it's like any vacation you take. Something's going to go wrong. You just got to
Right.
deal with it, move on.
Right.
Right.
I think we all did a good job pivoting and
Oh, yeah.
when the time came.
Well, we had 3 reroutes
So,
in Colorado, so that was a challenge because what you may not know for a reroute, that's Angie and I stopping riding. Now, mind you, there's 100 of us riding, and everybody all day is riding from point A to point B. During that time, we're riding from point A to point B, answering phone calls, answering text messages, answering Facebook messages. Oh, and if the route changes, we have to park, pull our laptops out. I have to put the update into Rever. She has to go to the website, change all the website around. All of that has to be done. While send out a text
people that we
message.
knew kind of were in different spots. And be
How do you
like,
like
if you
the
see
river
riders,
app?
light them down.
Oh,
So the Rever app was a challenge. It's actually a really neat app. It needs some tweaking and tuning, which they work pretty closely with us. So I can't wait to sit down and go, all right, guys. So we used it, and if you really want this to be what you want it to be, you're going to need to change this, and this. But that was one of our biggest challenges.
I have it and I've got the subscription. I've used it a few times and put some posts on Instagram, which was a lot of fun. My problem is I stop.
Yep.
And then I take off. I hit the damn button.
oh.
Check
You
it
just
out.
let it run though.
So I you can hit stop and
Right.
just don't turn it
Or
off.
pause.
Don't
And when
turn
you
it
take
off.
again. I forget to hit the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah,
And so it just draws a straight line to wherever you're at.
yeah,
Stop
Right.
it instead
yeah,
Right.
and you can't edit.
Right. And then
Right.
the other, so we did it, we loaded the routes into Rever, and then you clicked it and it gave you turn-by-turn
For
directions.
day
Yes.
1, day 2.
But I think what it was doing is it was changing it and deciding on like what would be a better route to take, or giving you a couple of options. And so we had people taking a different route, and then there's
The-
waypoints like any map has. Those little pins that come up on it, and so when those waypoints come up, you've got to push through them, and then if
Or
you go
it'll
off,
send you to the back one.
yeah,
So if you get off, it'll send you back to the beginning. So that was, another issue we had because everybody's like, well, it's telling me to go back 200 miles, and so, knowing how to combat that and go through that. So it was a learning experience for sure. And then we used Mile IQ, which Mile IQ is easy and awesome. You just put it on there and it runs. But it's not quite as detailed as the Rever app is.
So can we tell everybody now that we have one official route that we're turning in?
You just did.
I guess you can.
We have one official route that we ran that we're turning in. And we'll
So-
go from there.
All right. Yeah. So I guess we should tell them that will you plug my
Are you
computer in
about to
before it
die?
dies? Yes. All right. So the rules state that there has to be one official GPS tracking device for the poker run. I made you all run it on your phones because 1, I wanted you to all follow the same route. 2, if one of ours didn't get it, then I could be like, did you get it? Did you get it? So we would have one to turn in. So unless they request more, I'm turning in one of the Rever routes. You read that?
All
Okay.
right. He's got
Um,
to stretch.
And then we'll go from there. So that's the plan. That we're gonna. How do I put this? We're gonna give them exactly what they asked for.
Yep.
We're not gonna give them any more until they ask for more.
That
So-
doesn't mean if you're watching this and you were on the run, don't get us your information.
Yes, we need all of your Mile
I want your
IQ
My
stuff.
IQ stuff and Rever's getting their
Rever's
stuff.
getting us your stuff on the back end. We don't need that, but we do need your Mile IQ stuff. All right. Would you like to do a sticker swap? All right. Next time strip poker run? Sure.
I know, it's so-
Will it be an annual event? I don't know. It's been requested, guys. I'll be honest with you. It's just a lot of work.
It depends on
fun.
if we can, if it doesn't cause a divorce.
Yeah, if it doesn't cause a divorce, and we don't go broke, right? Because I mean, we basically took a year off of work to get this all set up and going. We didn't focus on our business at all for the past year.
I mean,
So-
we had a blast doing it. You look back on it and all that we went through, we enjoyed it. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves on the trip itself. I mean, when it
And
was
look how
all
many
over,
friends you made.
just the relationships, everything that I saw. So if we could recreate that all again and give that to everybody next year, that would be awesome. We just got
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it. I didn't prompt that. That was from Mama Badger. She said when she said it, there you go. The droop said if we need help. So guys, that's the other thing. We've had a lot of you reach out and say, you're willing to help us, and we really appreciate that. And as soon as we can catch a breath and figure it out, if it's something we're going to do, we'll have a crew again. We did not do the World Record Poker Run by ourselves. We had an entire crew.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't do our next run
So
by ourselves.
I am taking note of those of you that said, we'll help out. I got it all listed.
Yeah, when Mama Badger calls, you better be like, okay.
You better pick
I
up the phone and
said-
answer.
Because I'm good at recruiting too. But if you're gonna join us, I've had some people in the crew that didn't help out. So I need people that are gonna help us out and actually.
We will be trimming the
Be
crew,
perfect,
some of
so.
the people that just, didn't help, and we'll be adding to the crew. And Wind Road Therapy was our biggest cheerleader by
Yeah.
far. Exactly, Wind Road Therapy. We are here and can be resources. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The River app is good once you figure everything out. I like mostly because it syncs with my tracker and is pretty accurate.
Well, like we took off today from your place and we recorded it on River, and
Yeah.
so now we've tracked, what we're doing, and that's our plan is to continue to use it.
Mike, if you'll go to supportbikers.com, on there is the instructions on how to send us everything.
Yeah, go to supportbikers.com. It says get on the map. It's a online map that you guys are getting on. and
No,
so just
he's
go
wanting to
on.
know how to
Oh,
send us
okay.
his Rever and his
Oh,
his
sorry.
World Record Poker Run info.
Okay, yes. Go to the website. I got it all on the website. Go to the website, World Record Poker, run that tab, and then it says motorcycle app on it, and you guys will see the instructions on how to get that to us. And I think it's working because everybody's been following them. We've been
Maybe
getting
just do a
everything, so-
ride, no poker run. I don't know. The poker run adds kind of a pizzazz to it rather than just a ride. So I would
Theme.
imagine it would be
Yeah.
another poker run. It just wouldn't be a world record poker.
Right.
A race.
But it would still be fun.
It would still be a
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah.
And it's kind of so.
Oh, good night, Nancy.
It's kind of cool, I would think, for somebody to be like, I won the world record poker run, poker hand. And that's a claim that it doesn't matter whether we get a record or not. That's a claim that nobody else on the ride can make.
Yeah.
I won the world record poker run.
Mhm.
I
Do
got
you
second
know who
place.
has the best hand yet? Or
Oh yeah.
cool.
He's been announced. We've got a video on it.
Yeah.
RJ Duerfield. Yep.
Yep.
So the
He
funny
didn't tell
thing
his
is,
wife, and he was waiting for us to put something up.
he's like, I'm waiting on your video to come out because the wife keeps asking me, who won? Who won? Who won? He's like, I'm not telling you. Sit down now.
Did anybody just jump in for the day and ride with you?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
We had
Yeah.
lots. We had
Was it your route posted so they could do that?
Yep.
Ah,
Yep.
cool.
We had it on the website for people to go on. So we had, and then we had wives and girlfriends and friends and jump
People
on.
that just
And
met us at the stops just
Yeah.
to say hi too.
Oh, nice.
And cheer us on. That was really
Yeah.
neat to see.
Cool.
Yep. Even though we missed a few of them because we came in at midnight, 1, 2 in the
Early
morning.
time.
We did. I think our latest night was 2 in the morning. Right. That was Little Rock. That was
Yeah, that
Little
was
Rock.
early in
Yeah,
the trip,
'cause
I
that's
think. I
early.
remember seeing
Huh?
that. Yeah, that was early in the trip.
Yeah, that second day.
Yeah.
Second day. We had
Well, when you have to go 50, 60, 65 miles an hour is all you
because
could
we had a
go.
bike. We had a bike
you're
that
heading.
was going down. We got caught in the rain. A pretty good thunderstorm that day.
Oh, right.
That's the day the trike got ran over by a semi.
That's not good.
Nobody was
Right.
hurt.
Nobody was hurt, but there's still phone calls and who's getting who
Yeah.
and how do we get them
Yeah.
and that's all that magic stuff that nobody saw.
sees.
Yeah.
Right. Amy saw it because she rode with us the whole time.
Yeah. And
But
then
we're-
Alex and
when we're at the
Lacey
gas
broke down,
station for
almost broke
45
down.
minutes, hey mom, did you get her? Are they on the side of the road? Where are they at? What's going on?
Can you go here to pick them up?
In our last 2.5 hours, that's when we luckily came across A-Rod and Lacey at gas station. They just
In the middle of
closed
nowhere.
in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere, and his bike was done. I mean, but we were lucky we got it to the hotel.
But we couldn't go over like 60. So we're on the highway.
And semis
75
are blowing
and
past us.
semis
It's
on both
dark
sides.
and-
It's dark.
Walkers,
It's cold.
down
Yeah, it was. I mean, just some intense stuff that that
a lot
was
of people
pretty.
don't see.
Yeah,
And then
pretty
we
crazy.
got over the bridge, and there was a car that was
Fire.
on fire, and all the fire trucks.
That
I
was weird.
mean, there was so much going on behind the scenes, and nobody knows what we went through.
Well,
we
you
just
know,
laughed about it too. I mean,
Motor
all this was
ramblings is
just-
like get a ride together where we have different ride leaders. So there really was no ride leader in this. It was a poker run. But
Thank God.
yes.
Could you imagine?
Oh, I couldn't. But like I said, when people are broke down or something alongside the road, we gave them numbers to call, but somehow they still called us, went on Facebook or whatever, and all that has to be answered, right?
Right. You can't
So,
just
Yeah,
keep
right.
going.
But I mean, more help, more people would make a difference.
well, I always said if somebody were to break our world record and they called me for advice, my piece of advice would be work it or ride it.
yeah.
Don't do both. I wouldn't trade it
Unless
for the
and
world, right? Because I wanted the record. But that was the hardest part was if we were just riding it, we'd have been there early like everybody else.
Oh yeah.
If we were just working it, then we would have been there late, but we'd have been just working it. So we were doing both, and that was a challenge.
I have numbers for everybody too. We had 144 registered.
Uh-huh.
132 showed up the first day and pulled their first card, and 111 pulled all 5 cards. So they made
That's a
it.
good turnout
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
For that much distance?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So, and we were thinking about that too. Like, do we put a cap or a limit this next time around if we're doing?
I
it
think
next
we
time
probably
around?
would. So, here she goes. She keeps talking about it. You keep hearing it, guys. So, that would probably be something we would probably do. We might. I don't know what that number is, if it's 150 or what it is.
But when we were doing this, we said we were like 400.
Yeah, we originally wanted
And
400.
I'm like,
Thank
thank God.
we did not get 400 riders here for this.
Ugh.
But anyway, it was a once in a lifetime experience we'll never forget. We made lifelong friends.
Oh my gosh. They still, I love
We
to
had
see
so many
everybody
people come up to us and go and thank us and tell us it changed their life and it was a dream of theirs. And that's the stuff
I'm trying to
that
snap
made
like pictures of
every-
everybody's stuff, when you
every
comment something.
cold
So I can
ride,
share that with
every
everybody.
late night, every little piece of what went wrong that overwhelmingly made it all okay.
The memories.
The memories,
Oh yeah, the shenanigans.
the stories. Like one guy,
I can't imagine any shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
so one guy, day one, all of his lights quit working on his bike.
headlights
Yeah,
and everything.
it's your favorite
So
story.
he goes to Harbor Freight and buys a light bar and straps it to the front of his bike and rides the world record over it. I mean,
Where there's a
Improvise.
will, there's a way.
it's just stuff like that was like that's just freaking cool.
Well, it's probably the quickest way for him to do it because he can't get any parts right now from anybody.
Right.
So he wanted to finish.
But to think, instead of just going, you know what, my light's broke, I
Yeah.
can't go. He's like, how do I do this? What do I do that's gonna? And he did it.
Or even Susie losing her bike, right? It was Susie
Yep, that lost her trike, got hit
with
by the truck.
semi. I mean, she could have just.
Then
okay,
she
I'm done.
hops on the
She
back
could've
with
said, "I'm
somebody
done,"
for a
yeah.
couple towns, rents a trike, finishes out, and then she bought a new trike in Sturgis.
Oh, wow. Well, that's one of my favorite things at Sturgis to find out at the Black Hills Harley how many bikes they sold.
Yeah.
Oh.
They sold 738
Is that the final
motorcycles.
number?
Oh
final
my
number.
gosh.
653.
And
Yeah.
we were there on what date were we on there, dear? We stopped. No, Tuesday.
Night Moto Ramblings, you're probably
And-
already gone.
They were already out of mostly all the cruisers already by then. They didn't have any new cruisers left. It was all, the newer, smaller stuff. But
So
Could
did
be
they
a Harley
sorry,
dealership in the middle of Sturgis.
So
did
Drew,
they drop prices?
so
Probably not.
no.
They just-
So
I mean,
Drew, that's a great idea. We had that. So we had
We'll
a
in-road
lead
answer
vehicle.
him later on.
Yeah, we had a lead vehicle and a follow vehicle with computers, laptops, phones.
And they were busy. They
yeah,
were nonstop busy. Especially when mom goes to pick up everybody. Mom and dad leave, so they've got bikes that are broken down, right? So that people can't carry their luggage. So they're carrying around their luggage. They need their luggage at night. They're different hotels. So, you're dropping their luggage off and then you got to go back the next morning and pick up their luggage, right? So mom and dad in Eureka Springs get everybody else get their luggage picked up to take for the next stop
and get 200 miles out of
and get
Eureka
200
Springs.
miles out and realize they forgot
Left their
one
luggage.
little bag with all the electronics and stuff,
Their luggage.
their own bag
Oh, no.
and their own.
So they went back another 200 miles. They got in at 4:30.
4:30 in the next morning
4:30
And then they
a.m.
were gone before us.
and they were gone
And they
at
were
8 the
up.
next morning.
and out the door, yeah, picking up and doing luggage again and loading
that's
the trailer
that's a
that day.
dedication. That's a
And-
dedication.
Yeah, I mean, we had quite a few people looking at us, and it still didn't seem like
It was enough.
it was enough.
Oh, Keith Hibbert, he keeps saying it, changing lives.
Changing lives. Yeah.
We tried, guys. We tried. All right, we've been on here for over an hour, honey. Hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're coming back tomorrow night, right?
Yep. We'll see you guys.
So let's quit hanging out with
Tomorrow
them
night.
so we can hang out with them.
We're gonna hang out with these guys.
All right, guys. We will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a great night, a safe day. We should be in Milwaukee tomorrow night.
So come
So-
see us if you guys are in the area. We're doing lunch at the museum. They have that restaurant, right?
Really good.
Yes, very good.
So-
Very good food there.
Okay.
All right, we have 2 people that have said it's good food. So we're eating there
Yep.
on Wednesday.
From
Gonna do
12
the
to
tour.
1, and then we're gonna do the tour from 1 to 3. And then the next day we'll be there for bike night. If it's raining, we'll
Do something else.
figure something else. Oh,
Hopefully the weather's good because their bike night is fantastic.
yeah.
Awesome. I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
Harley freaking Davidson. They should have a bike night to end all bike nights, right?
I should have been scrolling across the bottom. If you guys are wondering our schedule, it's on the website. It's on supportbikers.com. You'll see the moto meetups and it'll tell you where we'll be as we're traveling. And the more the merrier.
Right. We love seeing you, meeting you, talking to you, all that fun stuff.
I'm hoping to have some World Record Poker Run people meeting up with us so you guys can talk with them and chat with them and get, their stories of what happened.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna peel off here, guys. Have a night.
Thank you so much
Straw
for
Dog,
watching.
3
I
a.m.
appreciate it. We'll
That's
see you guys
dedication.
tomorrow night.
Bye, guys.